Englishpreneurship. Start your own course today. Monetize your English skill. I am Yulinis Perez, student at Stibasi Jakarta, and I'm honorable to serve you as a master of ceremony for today's webinar. Thank you for joining us. And first, allow me to share the outline of today's agenda. First is opening and agenda reading. Second is prayer. Third is webinar rules and guidelines. Welcoming speech by the chairman of CBSI Jakarta. Next is speaker introduction, presentation session, Q&A session, and the last is closing remarks. So let us begin this event by expressing our gratitude to the Almighty God. Please take a moment to pray in silence according to your belief in your hope that today's webinar will process smoothly and meaningfully. Prayer. Let us pray together. Thank you. And for the next session, before we moving on, allow me to inform you of a few important webinar guidelines. First is kindly keep your microphone on mute during the presentation. For any question, please type them in the Zoom chat box. This session is being recorded for documentation purpose. Attendance forms will be provided for a certificate issuance. And the last is, now we would like to hear the opening remarks for the chairman of CBSI Jakarta, to Mr. Mukasor Fasik, SSMPD. The time is yours.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya, sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam, rabbi shalli sadri wa yassir amri, wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. We can hear again in the third leg talk. In this leg talk, it is held by Stibasi Jakarta. And as we know, this is the national webinar with the concept of lecture talks. And it is provide the experience like sharing and caring from the qualified teacher or lecturers here in Stibasi Jakarta. And for the best thing for today, it is related about Englishpreneurship. For the previous one, we discussed for the lecture talk 2, we talk about social linguistics role in EFL teaching approach. And now we have Englishpreneurship start your own course today for monetizing your English skills. Means you can run your own business with your English skill that you have. Honorable to all of the lecture, there is Mr. Sony, there is Mr. Budi, and there is Miss Annie, and many lecturers and also some students and all of the participants who cannot say one by one here. Thank you very much for your coming, joining Leg Talk. Hopefully that it will be useful for all of you. As we know, this webinar is one of the continuation from the previous webinars series created by Stibasi Jakarta with the concept of Leg Talk. And hopefully for this event will be beneficial for you and will give you a lot of insights. And I think this is very important for the participants who want to get better for your entrepreneurship, especially for the Englishpreneurships. And also whenever you want to run business with our skill from Stibasi Jakarta, that will be easily to be run. And I think our lecturer Abdul Muhid Murtado will present well how to run your own business with the skill that you have nowadays. We are also open some space for other lecturers to share their knowledge. And so for the next lectures with the different themes for our features that we have. And here we have Pak Ikhwan as a moderator, And I would like to say thank you very much, Pak Ivan. You have already have your special time. Now focus for this one for moderators. And as presenters, uh, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you very much for Pak Abdul Mukid Murtado for teaching in Stiba IC Jakarta, especially entrepreneurship subjects. Now, Pak Abdul Mukid would like to share more how to monetize your English skill in English partnership. Start your own course today. To start this event or this webinar, let's say to pray to the God. Hopefully, our activity for this event, English Partnerships webinar here, will run smoothly without any obstacles by saying Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Here, the webinar English Partnership Start Your Own Course Today is officially open. That's all from me, from Master of Ceremony, Miss Yuleni Ferres. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mukasul Fasik MPD, for the kind and motivating remarks. It's now time for us to get to know our esteemed keynote speaker, Mr. Abdul Muhid MPD, as a lecturer from CBSI Jakarta with a great experience in English entrepreneurship and also digital business marketing. His academic experience and contribution are truly invaluable and are honored to have him with us today. We now enter the core of today's event, the keynote presentation. I would like to invite our moderator, Mr. Ikhwan Muslimin, MPD, to lead the session. To Mr. Ikhwan Muslimin, the time is yours.
Thank you, Miss Ciliania, for the time. Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our welcome to our third webinar on title English Partnerships. Start your own course today. Monetize your English skills. Thank you for everyone joining us today. I hope everyone is doing well, and we are ready to be inspired by Mr. Abdul Muhid Murtado SSMPD. So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ikhwan Muslim, and I am honored to be your moderator for today's sessions. Today, we privileged to have with us an inspiring speaker by Mr. Abdul Muhid Murtado SSMPD. He is one of the lecturers at the Stibaisi Jakarta and has been teaching for more than 5 years. Also has experiences in teaching entrepreneurship subjects in our campus. And we believe that he will share practical insight and meaningful and how to turn our English skills into a profitable business starting our own course. So we believe he will give us a lot of motivations, inspirations to everyone here. So without further ado, let us welcome to Mr. Abdul Muhid SSMPD to deliver his presentations. Okay, how are you, Mr. Abdul Muhid?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Muslim. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay,
How
good.
about you?
Okay, now I'm very well. Okay, Mr. Abdul Muhid, the screen is yours.
Well, thank you very much for the time, Mr. Muslim, as the moderator. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, I would like to express my thank you for the Dean of Stiba IC, Mr. Muklasul Fasi MPD, who has given me the opportunity to share the knowledge or experiences from this webinar. This is a lecture talk 3, and honorable all the lecturers who have participated and joined this webinar, Mr. Soni Sarsono, Bu Eni, Miss Susari, Pak Budi, Pak Slamet, Miss Julie, yeah, and all the lectures that I cannot mention one by one. And all the participants, the STIBA IC students who have joined this webinar. Okay, so thank you very much for the MC and the moderator. Now let me share my screen. So the first, I'm going to share about my topic for this afternoon. The topic is about Englishpreneurship. Okay, can you see the screen, everyone?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, so the session for this webinar is Englishpreneurship. Yeah. Start your own course today and monetize your English skill. Before I start, let me ask the question for all the participants here. So, how did you plan your major after you finish from this campus? Yeah, let's say after you have done the study, and what will you do? Maybe some of you think about working, or some of you think about sharing, becoming a teacher, or some of you think about how to become the entrepreneurship. To be the entrepreneur is one of the opportunity for us because wow, we have the skill. Yeah. So everyone here, you are majoring in English, so you have an English skill. So that's why Englishpreneurship is the way we can use our skill and to get our profit or money. Okay, so our material for this afternoon consists of some subtopic. Yeah, the first I will explain what is Englishpreneurship, and the second is the opportunities you can explore by having your English skill. The third is step by step how to start your own course, and the fourth how to overcome common challenge. And then the last courses developed by STIBA IC students. So this topic taken based on the real experiences coming from myself and from the other students from STIBA IC Jakarta, that they have got their skill and knowledge, and also they have skill on how to develop the course. So after they have got those skill, so they can maintain or manage the course by themselves, and of course to get profit. Okay, the first we start from what is Englishpreneurship. The background that we see from our country in Indonesia, this is the fact, yeah, from the Ministry of Industry, that Indonesia has an entrepreneur ratio of around 3.1% of the total population. It means that we are still lower than our neighbor countries such as Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, or Vietnam. And in fact, you know that Indonesia still needs at least 4 million new entrepreneurs to become a developed country. So it means that we have still more opportunities, more chance to be the entrepreneur, to get more money, to create the opportunities, especially for the workers. So you are not going to be the worker, but you are going to be the creator. You are going to be the owner. You create job opportunities, means that for the students you have opportunity for doing this. And from the background, we know that what is Englishpreneurship. So Englishpreneurship, turning your English into a source of income. So by offering educational service, you know that when we do the business, there are two kind of business. The first is a business of the product, and the second is a business of service. So giving a service in education is one of the way for our skill, yeah, because our skill is majoring in English literature, and we know how to teach, we know how to share about our knowledge in English, and English is a very general and very global. And then you don't need to be perfect. Let's say you are still in fourth semester or sixth semester, that's fine. So take the opportunity and just start it. It means that you just start with a small plan. For example, you can teach your neighbors, you can teach your friend, you can teach your other countries, yeah, or other institution and different kind of places. And after we know what is Englishpreneurship, there are some reason. So why Englishpreneurship? Yeah, Englishpreneurship is combining two fields. Yeah, like I said, so you are not only develop your English language, but also you can learn how to be the entrepreneur. You know, to be the entrepreneur is not easy. Let me give the sample. Yeah, like our institution, the Stiba IC Jakarta started from the small course created by the almarhum of Mr. Surajo, the father of Mr. Tri Mandala. So until now, we can feel that Stiba IC still exists starting in 1968 at the time, and that's why we can continue about this, yeah, to start our Englishpreneurship. And the second, providing for the brighter future. If you work only, so you just get the salary. So if you create the opportunity to be the entrepreneur, you can also get more than a salary. You have more time to manage your own, you have the benefit, yeah, and the others. And then providing career for the graduates, so you can help the other person who have finished their study, so they haven't got the job yet, so you can help them to provide the career. And then developing your language skill. After we finish our study, of course we need to develop our skill. So by having the Englishpreneurship, you can develop, you can learn, you can experience, you can feel how to teach, you can feel how to share, and the other things. And then also marketing creative product or industry. One of the way to apply your English skill is by having the creative product. Yeah, for example, now becoming the content creator. For example, in TikTok, in Instagram, for example, you can develop your English skill, and it is also one of the Englishpreneurship. And then the next, of course, you can improve our human resource, especially our country, because most of people in Indonesia, they still have less experience to study English. So you can share how to study English well and how to get their knowledge to speak or to study in English. And then why now is the right time to start your own course? The first, I said that English is the international language, so this is the global demands for English. Anything need English. If you want to work, the interview will use an English language. When you want to make research, the research can be conducted or written in English. When you want to have a marketing or digital marketing, of course you need an English. And now the technology, for example, artificial intelligence, also they need English skill. So English is global demand. So the second is digital tools that make teaching easier. Maybe different from my era or Mr. Sonyo, Mr. Slamet at the time. Yeah, they haven't got the AI, for example, but now the Z generation, they have got AI, so it is easier for you to create the tools for teaching. So you can get more resource or supporting material from internet. And then flexible side income. Of course, you can get more income by having or by monetizing your skill, especially your English skill. And then the fourth, many markets. So English is general. There are some English program that you can develop, like English for specific purpose or English for general, English for the conversation, and many more. And then the time, of course, by monetizing your English skill, yeah, you can prove that you are a good quality students or good quality person, especially to share and to prove your English is good in the quality. Okay, next, let me give the sample. What kind of program or the course that you can use or you can offer to others when you have the English Premiership? For example, the common one is general English. Yeah, as we know, general English that something that we use every day, daily conversation. For example, English for the students. Yeah, and then conversation class, the grammar class, test preparation, IELTS, TOEFL, and so on. Yeah, or English for kids or teenagers, English private class, business English, in-house training, English for maritime, academic English, English teaching strategies, and so on and so on. So there are more than 10 types of courses that you can choose or you can prepare to get more the students or to get more team on your courses. Okay, beside that, we can see the opportunities about having an English partnership. The first, you can choose between the freelance or with the course brand. Of course, there are strong point or the weakness. The first, as the freelance, you can use it as the flexible one because you do it by yourself. It's fast to start, but of course, you have a lower income because you just do it by yourself. And the next is no need business legality because you just do it by yourself, like you teach your neighbor, then you ask the program, and then for example how many meetings, how many hours, for example you can decide about the prices and so on. And then you don't need to hire the staff, you don't need a good system or standard operational, and just use a specific target. But when you choose the course brand, of course, this is better than freelance because it will have the long-term growth. You get more planning, higher potential. But the other side, you need more capital. Of course, you need like a collaboration between the owner of building, for example, yeah. And then also you need the business legality. You can choose whether it is like the LPK or LKP or LSP, yeah, this is different because in Indonesia we have Minister of Education, Minister of Manpower, yeah, and also from BNSP, Badan Nasional Sertifikasi Profesi. So you can choose between of some of them, but mostly for the courses they use LKP, ya, Lembaga Kursus and Pelatihan. So you can use the legality and then you hire the staff, you create the system. The better system, of course, the better result for your courses. Okay, and then this is the step by step to start your own course. Maybe this is not the fixed step, but at least the description about how to start your courses. The first thing that you have to remember before starting a course business, it is highly recommended that you ensure your skill and knowledge of language because if you handle it by yourself, so you can make sure that you are able to teach, you have patience to teach, you have a patience in the language skill, and make sure they are proper enough. And in addition, of course, the experience to be an entrepreneur, they will support the professional and sustainable business management, but it will be step by step, yeah, to run your own course later. Okay, I divide it into 5 steps for this kind of starting your own course. The first is the find your niche or market, yeah, and then design the program. And then the third, you build your identity. And the fourth, you maximize the tools to start. And the five is promote your course and get your first student. Okay, let's come for the first step. Yeah, find your niche. So you have to think or consider, yeah, who can benefit most from your English skill. So let's say if you are still a student, you can choose like the elementary school students or maybe children class, yeah, for example. But if you think your English has been good enough, yeah, you can choose the higher junior high school, senior high school, or if you have more experiences, for example, you can choose employee or hotel staff, yeah, or just like the fresh graduate who need their English for the interview and so on and so on. So decide it which one is benefit most from your English skill. Yeah, that's why English skill is important first before you decide what kind of market that you want to develop your course. And then the second is design the program. Designing the program after you have got the market. So you choose, for example, the children class, and then how many meeting that you want to handle from this kind of program. For example, I want to make it for 3 months. Also, 3 months is consists of one level. For example, in 1 month consists of for example 8 meetings, or 1 week consists of 2 meetings. For example, one meeting consists of 1 hour or 2 hours or 1 30 minutes, yeah, for example. And then the format can be offline class or online class. Okay, and then you provide also the worksheet, yeah, and then the number of students, and then etc. And designing the program is different if you want to make it for, let's say, the corporate. Yeah, for example, you have to propose the program first, so they will learn how to yeah, get your program, the concept, yeah, how to evaluate, and so on and so on. So designing the program is the important aspect to run your courses, because in this step you are going to get the opportunities, yeah, to get more market or to specific your market. And then of course the position of your courses. And then build your identity. Building the identity is not easy, because you can choose the name, yeah. Even naming the courses is not easy, but at least you can have one of the name that you think is proper for your courses. Yeah, let's say Muslim course, for example. So that is belongs to Mr. Muslim names, for example. And then for example, IEC consists of intensive English course, so means to study English intensively, for example, or bright English, yeah, and so on and so on. And of course, you can create the logo. You can use the professional one, or if you want to make it by yourself, you can use the Canva or search on the internet, and then use the tagline or motto. Yeah, so tagline means something. For example, in IC, we know the course is the tagline more than just an English course. So when the student can study, can play, can have other activities than having only studying in English. And then the value. What is the value? What is a thing that people can see from your course? What they can get from your course? It's not only about how to speak, but how to finish the homework. For example, how to use the conversation. For example, in our course in IC, we have like daily conversation or daily meeting, yeah, or Sunday meeting, and so on. And then the positioning means like what position your course having. Yeah, for example, it is in the middle or upper, or just get the lower market. Yeah, because based on the prices. Yeah, we cannot compare, because different market, different prices, and of course can get a different quality. Okay, and then the next is tools to start. Yeah, this is to help you or to provide your courses. Some of the courses need standard operational like SOP, but I think SOP can be run after you do it by yourself. So step by step you can get it. Or if you want to get easier, you can buy the SOP maybe from the internet. Yeah, but it is not recommended, because every market or every institution, they have their own standard operational. So the first is Zoom, for example, or if you don't buy the Zoom account, you can use Google Meet, and then WhatsApp. Now we have like a community, the WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp status, yeah, and then Google Form, Canva, Linktree, and so on. And the payment, use the bank transfer or queries, yeah, and you can also like virtual account, and so on and so on. So Tools to start means the things that help you or support you to develop your course. Because when we develop our course, of course, we need some digital tools. Yeah, the most famous like the website. So this is one of your profile. You provide the website. If you don't have money, so you don't be afraid. You don't need to buy the domain. So you just use Blogspot, for example, WordPress. So this is free for you. But after you get more money, you can create a website. You can buy the domain. After that, you can buy hosting. So this is step by step. Yeah. So you don't need more capital for that. And then next is promote your course. By promoting our course, yeah, the common exposure, of course, by having the endorsement. But let's say now we have Instagram, TikTok, and so on, so you can maximize the social media to promote your courses. Yeah, you can use the reels, yeah, for example, yeah, like the freelance website, and then you develop your network. You can conduct the sharing session, free ebook, and then you can do the trial class. So let's them try your course first, like giving the free test, for example, free preparation, free channel, and so on and so on. So promoting your courses is also important, but some of the promotion can be done freely, yeah. But if you have more capital, of course you can use by having like social media optimization, yeah. You like you pay, and then they can optimize your account, so everyone around your courses, yeah, they can know well about your courses. Okay, so what is the goals and expectation to create our course? Yeah, of course, having the smart goals. Yeah, so this is must be specific. Yeah, it means that clearly defined and detailed, like specific market. So the second is measurable, means the quantifiable and trackable. Yeah, and then achievable, and then relevant, and then time bound. So by having this goal and expectation means that you are not only planning, but you do the action. Because the good business is not only to think, but to run, to apply it, and to experience it. Okay, maybe you get some challenge, yeah, and how to overcome. The first challenge that usually happen for the beginner to start their own course is the fear. Of course, if you have fear, yeah, this is common because we are as human. We feel nervous, afraid, and so on. But let's start from the small course. Let's start from the private course, for example. So you can experience it, how to start, and get the feedback from the participant, from the student. How is my teaching? How is my private course, for example? Okay, and then after that, you can step by step getting more student and more students. And then, for example, you are not really good at the technology. Don't worry because we usually have some templates. Yeah, there's Canva, there is Miri Canvas, and then there are some freelance that you can ask or hire if you don't have time, for example, to help you or to support you having the logo and so on and flyer or so on and so on. Okay, and then if you are having no time or busy, let's say you just start with one class or let's say per week, yeah, this okay because there is no forces for this program because you do by yourself. It's flexible. Yeah, but if you after finish graduate from the campus, for example, you have a fresh graduate and then you want to create by yourself, now you can use more time about that. So deciding in your self. Okay, and then this is some sample that we can see. Yeah, this is my courses that I handle Bahasa Inggris Pelaut since 2013. So I focus on English for maritime. So I help my office at the time to have this program by having in-house training. So I delivered the English maritime for all the seafarers at the time before COVID happened, yeah, almost maybe 1,000 seafarers at the time. And then this one also by our student, Miss Maya Risa. Miss Maya Risa is the graduated from 2000 maybe 24, yeah. This is she owned Sobat Inggris, yeah. So the name is Sobat Inggris. You can see this is the link. Okay, so she created the website and this is the program that she got, yeah. For example, the program, yeah, why should Sobat Inggris? There is exclusive class, there is interactive class, there is self study. So you can visit Sobat Inggris for more detail, yeah. They have also Instagram, YouTube, and so on. This is one of Stiba IC students. And then there is also Mr. Rizky, ya, provided kelas kecil Pak Res, ya. Mr. Rizky has the courses, ya, mixed with the bimbel, so mathematics and English. So he created near his house in Cisanggarung, ya, Jakarta, Semper, North Jakarta, and the subject consists of math, English, and maybe the lesson at school, especially for the students in elementary school. And then also we have Pak Reski is graduated from Stiba 2022, ya, maybe, atau 21, ya, I forgot. And then that is this is Mr. Umar. Yeah, Umar is also the students of Tiba IC. Now she has institution Umar Panuntun Indonesia. He developed the courses and also some English journal, English book, yeah, and also like the bimbel, yeah. So this is located in Cirebon. So from those example, you can imagine that everyone can start your own course. So everyone can monetize your English skill. So by having some skill and by having skill for entrepreneur, you can start your own course. Don't be afraid, yeah. Don't be shy. Don't be doubt, yeah, for creating new things because you decide your future because not everyone or the others want to decide your future. Okay, that was my simple explanation. So the later we can get the session for question and answers. Maybe if you have some question, you can ask the question here in our webinar, and also maybe you can write on the chat. Yeah. Hopefully it was clear, and thank you for giving me the time. Thank you, and I will give it back to the moderator.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Abdul Muhid Martado, for such inspiring presentations as well. The way and steps how to monetize our English skills. So we hope that it is very insightful for everyone here. So now we move on into Q&A sessions. So for all the participation here, if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the chat box, or or you can raise your hand.
It's me, sir.
Oh yeah, sure.
I want to ask. I have two questions. First, what are the key elements for for the sub for the success in monetization of the English skill? And the second, what are the common mistakes in monetizing the English skill that leads to failure of monetization? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. So the first question is, what are the elements? And the second one, what are the some mistakes for the people who wants to build our course? Is it correct?
I think so.
Okay. Okay,
Mr.
now
Majid. Yeah, okay.
Mr.
From
Majid
Mr.
ya.
Majid. Okay, so do I answer directly or just what, Mr. Muslim?
Okay, if there is another more questions.
Okay, maybe just answer ya one by one
Oh
ya.
yeah.
So it is
Okay, yeah, sure.
clearly for the participants. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Majid ya, the students of Stiba IC. There are two questions. Yeah. The first is what are the elements of being English partnership ya? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Being an English partnership, like I have shared before, the first, you must be sure that your English is proper. This is the first element. So, means that you are ready to use your English, to share your English, to develop your English. Because when you teach, of course, you get more question, you get more challenge. So if you don't want to develop your skill, yeah, of course, you are not ready to do yet. So the first means proper English skill. This is the first element. And then the second one, what is the element? To study more about being an entrepreneur. Because being entrepreneur is not easy. Yeah, there are some entrepreneurs, yeah, they start from the zero, yeah, but they also get a failure, for example. So they learn step by step. Yeah. But let's say no failure, no story. So that's why don't be afraid about that. So means study from everyone, study from anywhere. Because when you dare to study, so you get more benefit for yourself. And the third, yeah, the element that we should have is, I think, yeah, this is the intention, the nawaitu, yeah. Because if you don't have intention atau niat yang tulus gitu ya untuk share about knowledge, so don't think about money first because money will follow you after you have more participant or you have share your knowledge to everyone. So let's say you can make a free class first. So let them see your skill because how could you can give the price but they don't know your skill. So the first, make sure that everyone see your skill because after they love your teaching, they love your skill, they know that you are good at giving knowledge, so you can deciding the prices. So this is the three element I think the important when you start the English partnership. And then the common mistake that the second question coming from Mr. Majid, yeah, I think the common mistake usually happen when the beginner, they want to start their course, but they don't analyze the market. So they don't see what is the specific market. So they just make the program, but they don't have specific market. They don't analyze what they need. For example, I give the experience. Why I use Bahasa Inggris Pelaut at the time. So I was getting some question how to teach the test for seamen at the time. And I think why don't I create one of the course for seamen, for example. So maybe you can think about the new worker because they are now really need interview in English. So you can create English for interview, for example, with the cheaper price. And of course, let's see, for example, around your home, there are some students who get difficulties to study English. Why don't you try it? For example, one meeting only maybe 10,000 for example, let's say for example, yeah, because depend on the location and depend on what you have given for them. So let's say first analyzing your market, what they need. So after that, creating the program. So the mistake sometimes they create the program but they don't have the market. That's the mistake. So they just use, for example, flyer, general English, English for preparation, yeah. But in fact, the preparation, for example, TOEFL, IELTS, TOEIC, yeah, but you don't have skill in IELTS. So how could you deliver the course when you don't have any skill of that? But if you want to hire, of course that's fine. You have more capital. You are a business owner. You are an investor, for example. That's fine. But let's say if we want to start by ourselves, just in case you don't have much capital. So let's say the mistake is how to analyze the market in our society, especially. I think that's it. My answer for Mr. Majid. Hopefully, it was satisfied you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Majid, and also Mr. Lumit for answering, good answering anyway. I got
Okay.
two quotes from
Yes.
Mr. Lumit.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And if
You're
anyone,
welcome.
if you have any other questions, please raise your hand or you
There
can.
is one raised hand. I think Miss Dia maybe
Oh
wanna
yeah, Miss Dia.
have a question.
Yes, Miss.
All right, thank you, Mr. Muslim and Mr. Muhid, for the opportunity. I'm always wondering when I start giving a private lesson or an online course. So if I want to build an online business teaching English or selling digital products like ebooks, online courses, or membership, do I need to get special licenses or official permission to operate legally, to operate this course legally or not? So
Courses.
that's my first question.
Mm.
Gitu, Pak.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Miss Dia, for the questions.
Okay. Any
Oh
more?
yeah, we have more questions from Miss Siliani, Mr. Mohit. The question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of becoming a freelance English teacher compared to building a course brand? So which
Yeah.
one we prefer?
Okay. Yeah, I see from the chat ya.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Dia's question is about the business legality, ya, Miss ya, for having the course. Is it private course or big courses? You mean like you wanna build in one place and it has a building, for example, like what?
Well, let's just say it's just a small start. So if I want to build
Mm.
this business teaching English, should I get special license or official permission?
Mm.
I don't know.
Ah,
Maybe
I
you
get
can
it.
share
I
your
get it.
experience about it. Thank you.
Okay. Uh, I have said the first weekend. So
Kayaknya keputus ya, Pak Muslim ya? Breaking up.
Iya, sepertinya terputus ya.
okay, I'm sorry. Maybe the signal was in trouble just now. Okay, let me repeat the question or the answers from Miss Dia. Okay, the business legality. Yeah, I have told you for the first time that we can start small. The analogy like when we start riding the motorcycle for the first time. So we usually do not buy or do not proceed the driving license. So we just drive ourselves in around the home, for example, around the hosting area, for example. So when we start small, just run it. We don't need legality. But let's say if you need more courses, of course you can create the business legality. Business legality will consider about the certificate, what you output the certificate. Of course, you cannot issue the certificate only by your name, for example, or only by our brand, because our brand is not legalized in the Kementerian Hukum, ya, the law of department. So let's say you can prefer between LKP or LPK. So LKP means lembaga kursus, it is legalized from the Minister of Education, and then LPK, ya, lembaga pelatihan, you can get the legalized from the Ministry of Manpower or Departemen Tenaga Kerja. And at least to create the business legality, you have the address, like the common, let's say your home. That's fine, because one of my friend, she created the course, yeah, just at home, and the address is from the home. For example, let's say one of the legality is LKP, ya. But better if you want to choose between the institution, yayasan, CV, or PT, because it is better than LKP. It's not specific, it is general. So let's say you have created companies, PT, then it means can be for corporate, not only for school or institution. But most of the education, they use institution atau yayasan. But there is a different legality specification for yayasan, CV atau PT gitu. That is my experience. But let's say we don't have money for that, yeah, we can cooperate. We can collaborate with the company. So we have the program. Let's say like me, Bahasa Inggris Pelaut, I have program. Then you can give your legalize to legalize my, for example, my course. So it means that my course is now legal. So I can issue the certificate based on their what we call legal. But of course, the difference is profit, yeah. So I at the time I divide like profit sharing, for example. So if you have your own legality, means you can own your profit sharing. So you don't need any other person to get it. That was my experience. Yeah. Or you can ask some people together, for example, Mr. Muslim, Mr. Muklas, Miss Dia. Okay, now we can create one course. Okay, you can share money, then you can get one courses, for example. They can be happen. Okay, I think that was my answer. Hopefully it was clear, Miss Dia.
Thank you, Mr. Muhid. But one more
Yeah.
thing, if I keep
Hmm.
doing this without registering, because for example, I have been, for example, yeah, I teach about 5 or to 10 kids in my neighborhood.
Hmm.
So if I keep doing this without registering my business, could there be tax or legal problems later?
No, I think there is no problem, because as long as you don't issue the certificate, you just share. Yeah, I think because it is sharing, because knowledge is the things that we can be share. Uh, if we think about the legality, so I think no one want to start their course. So that's why starting your course first, yeah, even 1, 2, 3 students, that's fine. So let's I say when you want to ride the motorcycle, just ride the motorcycle. Yeah, as long as it is what we call clear, yeah. This is like, for example, you really teach, and then you really share your knowledge, and we share the good knowledge, not the bad knowledge, yeah, for example. Okay, I think like that, Miss Dia.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Mm.
Muhid.
Yeah, okay, you're welcome. One more from Miss Julia.
From Miss Lee.
The advantage and disadvantage of becoming freelance. Freelance and building course brand.
Building course brand.
Yeah, I think I have given on the slide before. Yeah, the advantage or the weakness and the strong point about freelance and the what we call courses brand. Yeah. Okay, let's say the first if you decide to be freelance, means you are not ready yet about the business legality. So you just want to start it the small one. So you teach one person or two-person or two students. Yeah. So the advantage, it's easy to be started. Yeah, this easy to be started because you just create online meeting, for example, or you can meet them in one place, in a park, for example, or at home, for example, or at their home, at their office, and so on and so on. And disadvantages of having freelance, of course, you are what we call getting lower income, yeah, because it is not continuous. So when we want to build one business, of course, you want to get continuous things, continuous improvement. So, for example, one institution, they start from the course and then they start from elementary school, kindergarten, until they got sekolah tinggi, yeah, for example, like IC, for example. So, you want to develop more and more. And disadvantages for having a course brand, yeah. Of course, there is no disadvantages. Maybe the risk, yeah, because business is gambling. So no one can guarantee that your business will run well, for example. So if you spend 50 million, for example, in building the course, so it doesn't guarantee that you will get 50 million for the next year. So means that there is a fixed capital, ya. Jadi ada modal modal awal atau modal mati, ya. For example, you need a chair, whiteboard, and then the projector, for example, the laptop. So this is things that you have to consider because they will be in your course. So how to spend that? You can use every time to spend on their investment, ya, atau dibilangnya penyusutan biasanya disebutnya. Jadi one day, for example, you spend or you decide 100,000, for example, for the laptop, and then let's say the laptop is 5 million, so it means 50 times. So more than how many years? 50 times, yeah, can be almost 4 years, yeah, like that. So this is the advantages. So I think if we do the business, yeah, there is no disadvantage but the risk, yeah, not disadvantages. But uh, if you want to start it, try the freelance or the small one first. Yeah, like you teach your neighbors here. Yeah, for example, the elementary school students. The flyer can be photocopy, for example. Yeah, that's okay because every business maybe they don't need to be perfect. Yeah, if you always think what you don't have, you cannot start your business. For example, I don't have a home, so I cannot start opening my course. Yeah, that's mistake. So start what you got. You got the skill. So this is your capital. So English as your skill. Yeah, we have eyes, we have our hand, we have our brain. So this is your capital. So capital is not always the money, gitu. Okay, I think that was my answer, Miss Julie. Okay, maybe for the other, okay, please, you can ask or share again the question.
So thank you, Mr. Mohit and Ms. Leni for the questions. Any more questions, please? You may raise your hand. Mr. Mohit, I am interested with this topic anyway. Related with the previous questions by Miss Iliani, to be freelance or building course. Especially as the beginner, what is it? Of course, we have to study as the freelance, of course. So after we have studied as the freelance or we join in other some courses, so should we build some course like you said before, or what, sir?
Okay, maybe you mean the next step or follow up after you got the freelance, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think back to ourselves, yeah. So our nawaitu, yeah, intention. So if you want to start your own, let's say, for example, one of our student, yeah, let's say just now, Mr. Reski. So after he graduated, yeah, he opened the course, but now he is also still working. So it means that if you want to start business, it doesn't mean that you have to start or you have to stop your job. You can
Okay.
like what we call it, two side. Yeah, first on the business side and then the second on your work side. So at least like that, so you can manage. But if you want to stop your job, means you have to prepare your capital. Means you have to think about your daily operational. So especially for those who have been married, yeah. If you haven't married yet, that's fine because you do by yourself. You don't spend money for your wife, for your children. But if you have got the family, so think about the family. At least you have money saving for 3 to 6 months, so they are safe. So if you don't do that, yeah, I think that can be a problem because you burn your vessel like that. So you jump from the vessel, so you cannot get the fish again. You cannot get the fish anymore because you have jumped from your job or from the vessel. This is the analogy. So I think standing on two sides, it's the wise choice, yeah, for those who haven't fixed your decision. But after you got the progress, maybe from the course, yeah, you can hire. The system has been running well. Yeah, after that you can prefer to be the owner to focus or the other expectation. Yeah, I think like that, Mr. Muslim.
Okay, thank you, sir, for such inspiring for me and everyone here. Okay, everyone, if you have more questions about this topic, actually, it is very interesting for us to build our career, of course, to build our business with the small things. Start the small things. Okay, anyone here?
Okay, I think there is one participant here, yeah, Miss Maya. Maybe Miss Maya can give one motivation, yeah. So why do you start to run Sobat Inggris at the time? Maybe this is
Okay,
one motivation. Miss Maya, could you
okay,
please
Miss Maya.
sharing your experience or little about Sobat Inggris maybe, Miss Maya? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe this is
Okay,
this is not fact because this is real testimony or real experience from our Stiba IC students. Okay. Maybe Miss Maya can motivate others, yeah, who haven't starting that their course yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay, please, Miss Maya.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mohit, for the time. Actually, first thing first, I'm here as a participant, but because Mr. Mohit is asking me, so I will share a little bit my experience. And for the story, I built the course with my husband in the beginning of 2022, I guess. Yeah, it was small.
Mm-hmm.
It uh firstly we have the student from our neighbor, and after that we have a small class, and in 1 year it becomes bigger, and we decided to move to the bigger place. And now I have an NIB, nomor induk berusaha ya.
Oke.
Iya. Hanya saja belum terdaftar di kementerian sih, Sir. Kayak
Oke,
gitu.
belum secara legalitasnya belum. Kementerian ini LKP atau LPK?
LPK.
LPK ya.
LKP ya, kursus.
Kalau kursus LKP.
Iya. Jadi memang kita harus memulainya dari small part sih.
Small part first ya, small class first. Oke.
Ya, sekarang sudah 45 murid, alhamdulillah.
45 ya, that was great ya. This is the real English apprenticeship. So Miss Maya joined with her husband to open the course, and Miss Maya has experience in the what we call that in the campus yeah as the student, and starting small now become 45. 45 is I think bigger enough yeah. So that's why now Miss Maya is registering the NIB ya, nomor induk berusaha. Of course there is some maybe teacher to be hired ya, and then opportunities. Yeah, that is starting first. Yeah. So don't be afraid to start. Yeah, because starting always is the difficulties. Yeah. I mean the start one. Yeah. The first the beginning is always the most difficult. But after that, I think you can be running and it can be your motivation. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Miss Maya, for sharing and giving motivational experience to others.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Maya.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, I think enough. Miss Silly. Yeah, okay. From these presentations by Mr. Mohit before, so I have some quotes. Don't be afraid to start. And then, of course, we can start with the small course. And of course, don't think about the money. Money will follow us. And then the next one, we know the target market. And of course, we have to be collaborations. We collaborate with many participants. And then, what is it? Very inspiring and very interesting topics today. So I hope that if you now realize that you have potential from you, so let's start your career, start your business from today, because it is very useful for us to be entrepreneurships or entrepreneurships. So once again, thank you to our speaker, Mr. Mohit MPD, so for the inspiring and useful tips. And of course, to our participants here for enthusiasm, for questions and attentions. Thank you. And don't forget, everyone here, if you haven't filled out the attendance, you can fill out now to receive the e-certificate. Okay, I would like to return to Ms. Siliani as the host now. Thank you, Ms. Siliani.
Thank you very much, Sir Ikhwan Muslim, for moderating this session today. Your guidance and professionalism truly contribute this success event. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived of the end this webinar. We certainly hope that this session has been insightful and inspiring for all of you. Before we conclude, please do not forget to fill out the attendance form shared in a chat box. Your certificate will be informed accordingly. Me, Juliani Perez, on behalf of the commit, thank you for your attention and participation. We apologize for the search coming throughout this event. Let us close this webinar by expressing our gratitude, but before it, let's take a picture together.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let us close this webinar by expressing our gratitude and thank you for joining this webinar. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you at our
Waalaikumsalam
next academic
warahmatullahi
forum.
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you
Yelena.
everyone. See you.
Thank you, Mr. Muhid. Thank you semuanya.
Very much.